probably start this movie then, shouldn't I? I'm on a trip to Wales. I'm riding with this lot. Adventure Spec. Alright, mate. You ready, buddy? We're going to go for a spin on the trails. I've just been to Cafe de Machine for a spot of food. And next time you see me, I'll be in Wales. See you then. Alright, van w***ers! Hello mate, good to meet you, good to meet you. Oh, we're adventure bike riders, we bring our vans. We go everywhere in our vans. Hello mate, how you doing buddy?
Good to meet you,
Hello mate, yeah, how are you? We met?
No, we met, of course.
We met, but we were all drunk,
Nice to meet you.
Hello mate, oh, hang on, that's it, needs to be better. That's it, there we go mate, nice to meet you. Hello dude. Will, my man, how are we doing buddy? Yeah, good, all good. Let me get this off. Hey, good lad. There we go. Hang on.
This weekend we are staying in the UK, riding in Wales, and if I just enhance and enhance a bit more, the route we're taking is... Nah, I don't really know, but this looks familiar. I'm riding with a bunch of people, many of whom you'll see in a lot of Adventure Spec media, who were all brought together by this guy, Greg. But more about the team later on. Oh, and he has told me that I must make it absolutely clear that this was in no way an officially organised Adventure Spec event. Disclaimer, ticked. This weekend was known to the group by a few names, but we settled on the FOMO Festival, which I thought stood for fear of missing out, but having arrived, I was very quickly corrected on this matter.
The company I get my stickers from, they're a bit rubbish.
Do you want an explanation?
Yeah, go on.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
That stands for F*** off Moto Ollie. For the entirety of 2022,
Take my money.
you
spot it.
big flower.
Oh, excellent.
Have two more stickers.
Mate, it's nice to meet you anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
See you later. Yeah, bye.
More about the team then. We had Greg, the instigator of the whole thing, Will, the nicest guy you'll ever meet, Paul, a drunken idiot as you'll see, Seats, a guy I just can't get rid of, Mav, whose day job we still can't figure out, another Will, whose name is upside down for a reason as you'll see, Ian, a riding god who apparently no one took a helmet off photo of all weekend, Rupert, who... Nah, wait a minute, his hand looks a bit odd now, I've cut it out. Luckily for me, he's a Star Wars geek, so if I add a few props, you won't notice. Me, responsible for this rubbish, and finally, Clive, who runs a podcast and always talks about his podcast and is about to talk about his bloody podcast.
Clive, do you run a podcast?
No, this is... Yes.
You've never mentioned it.
Yeah, I'm only ever good at asking questions though, not answering them.
Question is Clive your real name?
Yeah,
Oh, that's boring, wasn't it?
Clive Tamp Barber.
We're allowed to film at your house. No one's going to know where it is, are they?
Just don't f***ing geo-target. I don't want no pikes going around here stealing my do I?
You don't want that, do
You
you?
do that,
You
do
do that.
I gotta go, I get a beer now.
We're here. Woohoo! I made it.
Celebrate. Well, it's not that.
We're not allowed to say where here is.
It's not actually that far from me though.
We're not.
It's within about just over 100 miles from my house.
Oh.
I'm not saying it's got to be south, and it's nowhere north of my house. But we're not in Scotland.
Is this a long story?
No.
Yeah, so the plan is just to do a bit of trail riding really. We've been trying to get together for a while now. The Adventure Spec lot, many of whom are stood over there. And Clive runs a podcast, he's never mentioned it. Yeah, so it's Friday, we've got Saturday and Sunday of riding the trails, a bit of photos. Should be a fun weekend. And I mean, it is the Adventure Spec crowd, as I said, as I call them, but the freeloader that is Seaton, Mr. Seats, who's in all my videos, he's managed to wangle himself in. Yeah. Wave, Mr. Seaton.
He's waving.
So yeah, we've put him over there. Seeing as he's not supposed to be here, he can be by himself over there. And all the cool kids will be around there.
That evening we all sat down for a wholesome dinner prepared by Paul's lovely wife Lucy, and eventually Mav turned up having been working late. At this point the beer and snacks were flowing, and later in the evening Paul brought out the sippy cups.
Because it slows you down so you don't get too drunk.
That's working really well.
Remember, they slow you down so you don't get too drunk.
Is the breathalyzer before or after?
There's no breathalyzer because we're not leaving personal property, and I will. You will be quiet. I'm told.
Paul, I've not figured out yet what you will. We've got to, I will, and that's it. It's got that far.
4 times.
Morning, Greg. Nice hat, mate. Where did you get that from?
Just arrived in the post one day.
Is it?
I get sent all this kind of stuff.
Is that because you're a big deal?
No, it's nice. Like George is going to steal it. I was like, no, it's mine.
I like your setup, mate.
Well, you know, if you're going to van camp, you might as well van camp properly.
Yeah, adventure, mate, adventure.
I'm normally like in your tent. Not your tent, literally.
Look at us, we're all Brandon. Look, you've got my hat on. You've got
My hat
you've got
on.
your hat. I can't get this camera to work today, so this is going to be shoddy filming. And then I've got my own hat on. Sleep well, Clive?
I did actually sleep very well, yes.
Snore?
Chilly. I didn't hear me snore. So it probably didn't happen.
Good. Good, and that is what we're going to tell the folks watching this video. That'll be why it won't focus. I've just figured it out, boys. I had the wrong setting on my camera. There we go. There we go, everyone's focusing.
This is what you want to shoot.
How did I not notice that? For the ladies. Who you should feel sorry for right now is Seat. I'm going to go and wake him up. That's the current shot of the drone, which is over there, and see if he gets out of bed. So it's Saturday morning and the sun, as you can see, is pretty bright, burning my eyes. We're just about to go in and grab some breakfast. I can smell the bacon. Oh, it smells lovely. If you're a vegetarian, you have no place on this trip. And then fire up the bikes and go for a spin. So Paul and I think a couple of others have very kindly organised some routes for today and tomorrow. I think today's about 100 miles, somebody said, but it's going to be quite tricky. We've been told the big bikes might struggle. So if you don't get that, by the way, on the Trail and Adventure Motorbike podcast, we did a big bikes versus small bikes banter podcast. I'll put the link below so you can have a listen if you like. So there'll be a lot of banter on that today, and we've been told that the big bikes might struggle on some of the downhills today. There's some slippy ones and probably some of the uphills and probably some of all of it, but we'll get through. If the small bikes fall over in front of us, we're just going to run them over.
After consuming most of a pig and some chicken babies, we went outside and got ready for the fun times ahead. After having a little chat to decide what we were going to do, the bikes were neatly lined up for some photography, and the bikers started getting all their off-road gear on to cover up their protruding features.
This is my massive package. There's nothing there. I'm actually a lady.
With Clive's package safely tucked away and everyone else kitted up, we were now G to G, but just before leaving, I noticed something odd on Greg's KTM.
Talk us through this sticker, what's happened?
Oh, well, the Queen has sadly died, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be great to like put a sticker on the bike? And I was like, do you design a sticker? And then I just realised I had loads of Queen stickers in my drawer, which I use all the time, and you probably do as well at home. So anyway, that's what it's all about.
Rest in peace, Mum.
What's happening, Ollie?
What's the weather doing, Ali?
What's occurring?
Nothing's happening. Just it's the caring person I am. I like to regularly check my KTM just in the middle of the trail, just make sure it's working okay.
It's just a way to check the
Aren't you? The battery's fine. We've got a new relay for these seats. Shazam, motherfucker. Come on.
How's that bald tyre working out for you?
Kayla, we do our best. Yeah, it's great, mate. Didn't have a drum, I don't know what you're talking about.
You stopped halfway up that f***ing hill and I was right on a step.
You can't blame me.
I definitely f***ing can. I'm not going to blame myself.
I blame this. There's not a lot of grip on there. I think I'm going to give myself a little bit more. That would definitely help.
The day had been pretty bloody fantastic so far, if I'm honest. We were riding at a good pace, well, a bit slow because of the children's bikes, and the banter was excellent. Fortunately, no one had really fallen off yet, and the trails at this point weren't too tough, meaning no one really had any reason to fall off either.
Oh, so good.
Seats, you absolute buffoon.
The front just f***ing went. What the f*** happened there, man?
I don't know, dude.
The front just disappeared.
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
I am a little surprised at
Did you
that.
catch it on camera?
Yeah.
Hey! Come with me a minute. So make sure you're alright.
Oh, we're okay.
As always, I'll just, you ride on, boys, ride on. I'll just do a bit of walking. Thanks. Right, these berries, for all you green laners, these berries, I'll teach you some stuff here. What these berries are, they're really good at throwing at small bite w***ers. Come on, teeny tiny Gregory. Hang on. sociable, isn't it?
If I break one of those now, then
What can we say so far then? It's lunchtime and we haven't eaten, so that's not very good. No, but it's been properly good so far. We did a lot of road this morning and then we've done a fair few trails now. We're in a traily area. I couldn't tell you where we are. I'm just blindly following. The big bike, small bike banter is still strong. The big bikes have fallen over a few times, broken down, but hey, we're all having fun. Now, I'm not a workman who blames his tools. If I'm rubbish, you lot know full well that I will tell you that I'm rubbish, but that bike has got, that rear tyre has got zero grip, so some of these little rocky climbs are a nightmare. And we've just been told we've got a really steep downhill. Got a really steep downhill, which is wet, slippy. Apparently you're not going to be able to stop your bike, your big bike. Oh, here we go. What have we got? I'm being ridden. I'm being ridden by the Gregory. I think that's my signal to get on a bike and get moving. Let's bounce.
how bad is it?
Apparently pretty bad. Might want to walk it.
Okay. That's always a good sign. See now, I always wonder.
Wait. Go.
I always wonder whether walking it first is the right thing to do.
I know,
because
you
it
psych
just
yourself out a bit, don't you?
Right. Like this is quite steep, but it looks quite grippy.
Yeah, this bit looks okay, but Ian, the enduro man, said it was steep.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. This guy will know.
I think it looks alright.
Okay.
Willow.
Just paddling it down. I think we'll be alright.
Camera's flat and stuff out. It's pretty steep.
No, Greg's just really far away.
Greg! Greg! Oh.
No, it's just really small.
Big bikes, are you ready? No, nothing. Nothing. Seats, anything? Ready! Good, right, at least one of them's ready. I can't even get my bike up. Ready, 1, 2, 3. I got it, thanks mate.
Mav was the first to give what's known as Surgical Glove Heel a go on his Beamer HP2. Remember here that cameras flatten things out, and actually it was properly steep and properly loose. Although we looked in control, I think our eyes may have been telling another story.
So let's get the goggles on to hide the fear.
In all honesty, it wasn't actually that bad, unless you are Will, of course.
Oh no! Oh, oi!
You alright, Will?
I've got insanely bike stuck right on me.
It's fun, isn't it?
I'm not sure this is adventure riding seats. Don't really know what we call this. Rolling down a hill. Adventure riding, people, apparently.
Big bikes forever.
You've got it vertical.
I know.
Sideways. Instagram I can't get my engine on. I've not got my ignition on. Just gonna roll. Look at these boys ready to get fallen over. Look, they're everywhere. Look.
Don't say you've not been warned.
Yeah, I'll move. Don't you run us over, Greg.
The future has arrived. The e-bike is here.
I need to dub in some music here, Will. I don't want you.
I can sing it in for you later. Do the track.
Go on then. You won't sing it now?
Sing it. I don't know what the song is.
You don't remember the Diet Coke advert? You're fine. You can be in
Oh,
as well.
that one!
Just wanna make.
Have you got like the Snapchat filter to make me look good?
Yeah, you've got like really long eyelashes now. How's your day going, Mucker?
Marvellous. I haven't managed to, touch wood, haven't dropped it yet. But you two have dropped yours, so it's me next, right?
What are you doing?
I think from the small bike brigade. Anything you want to add, Clive?
I think we've gone from being big bike to big bike legends after today. What can I tell you?
Well, I'm humbled and nervous.
So far.
I'm looking forward to the video of that pretty sketchy descent.
Well, you know it's just going to look like we're riding down a flat.
It's just not going to look like it.
I was above you on the drone, did you see?
Oh, no, that's it.
It just looks like you're going along a straight road. It's so disappointing.
Well, at least I have my engine on.
You didn't join in with the cool technique of coasting. Mate, we're green. These KTMs are green now. They make their own energy.
And you've only one mechanical failure on the KTM so far, which is quite something.
Hey, we're not talking about that.
The touch of seats, I mean, which I can personally vouch for, came to the fore.
Seats always, it's like Mr. Ben. If something breaks, he's like... Mr. Ben? You don't know, you don't know Mr. Ben.
Mr. Ben. No, Taylor?
You don't know Mr. Ben? The cartoon.
The guy that goes into the shop.
Oh my God,
that's the age difference. He's younger.
Seats, do you know Teletubbies?
Yes.
It's like that.
Oh, right, okay. That's the big pink guy, right? That was like blobby.
With our bellies now full of fried goodness and fizzy pop, we left Sam's Cafe to find more off-road bliss. I'd heard that the upcoming trails were the best of the day, and they didn't disappoint.
Are you going to be able to get started, or do you need a bit of a...
I don't know. Find out in a second.
You beautiful, beautiful man.
Careful.
Oh right, your thumb. He hurt his thumb earlier.
Awesome, man. Boom.
That was a wicked day. Yeah, boy.
It was now late in the afternoon after a long but epic day. Once off the bikes, we cracked a couple of beers, tried to figure out just how many miles we'd done, and gave our bikes a once over to see what was broken.
What's up with your bike, mate?
Just a little blow.
No, say nothing.
Nothing's wrong with it. No, I'm missing a spare.
Spare what?
Just some spares that I carry.
Got a new relay, please, see.
Greg's bike had a starting problem, so he tapped into Seats' giant brain of KTM 450 knowledge to try and find a solution, which made Seats raise an eyebrow like this. As it got dark, we fired up the barbecue and got the table ready to accommodate some more great food, terrible banter, awesome motorcycle t-shirts, and also prepped ourselves for some guaranteed nonsense from our drunken host.
Would you like some footage of my penis?
Get rid of that. 990.
IST, or the
Thought you were in a small bike, right?
No,
okay,
big bike. I had to trade it in for a child. He's dead to me now.
He said you're a
Well, I think one person should say what the category is, and you're the person.
Who's the oldest?
Me.
Go on, you can do the awards then.
No, the way we're going to do it, I'm telling you how we're going to do the awards. One person.
He's the oldest.
Taking over. I can see why no nearly fell out, you know. Oh, now we know why no things are.
So right, one person says what the award is for, and
You're the biggest. Noel's just texted that in.
Have you finished yet?
Yes.
No, you're not coming on the podcast again. One person. Okay, you've got the comedy timing.
Right, I'm going to summarise this because it went on a bit. Someone made up an award, then someone else had to nominate someone else to accept it. Make sense? No, it didn't at the time either. Anyway, Clive chose Racingist Person of the Day, which Will gave to Seats, even though he'd binned it. Seats chose Most Sensible Bike Choice, which the other Will gave to Clive for his CRF 300 small bike thing, boring, and Clive gave Bravest Rider of the Day to Mav, who finished this stupid game by nominating...
It's clearly Will. For taking that T7 round, I think it's a big round of applause.
G2.
It's about 7 o'clock. Yesterday, lots of people were up, very excited to go riding. I think today there's a few jaded heads. Everyone's a little bit tired because no one's out of their tents. I'm up being the diligent filmmaker that I am. Paul, our ride leader, if we can call him that, has just admitted to being very hungover. So today should be fun.
I really know.
Well, how many horsepower do you think Tommy is?
He's all of them. He's got them all.
One.
Is he a full horse?
No, he's a pony. So therefore, not even.
So he's not even a horsepower.
Rude.
He's a pony power.
Rude. Horsepower. Did you hear that, Tommy?
It's about the power of a lightweight adventure bike.
Day two. I think I did a very terrible job at filming last night because we just got drunk.
Don't worry about me.
We got a bit drunk.
Somebody got the sipping cup.
Today is supposed to be the easier day with this guy leading. It's a shorter day because some of us have got a bomb burst partway through the afternoon. This is very hard to keep my control. But yeah, so we're going to get out on the bikes. We're all ready to go. It's 9 o'clock again. Head out for a few trails. You come in for a ride?
I might come
for a ride. Yeah. Anyone else? You come? Greg, you come for a ride? It's a nightmare with this lot. Let's go riding. The banter is still strong. Here we go. First trail back into the Bondu. I think it's fair to say that today everyone was feeling a wee bit playful, and I promise that no tyres will be roosted in the making of this next bit. Honest Gov.
lads, you good? Yes, mate. We've lost one. We've lost seats. Seats, what happened?
Who f***ing stopped?
I know what places. I'm not going to get going again. Your indicator's on as well, Greg.
What?
Your indicator was on the whole time.
Oh, ruined the shot.
Yeah, you look like an absolute end.
I was getting really childish.
Do you want a hand seats? Get out there. Who stops there? What a stupid place to stop.
Hey, I know. Oh, hang on.
What's up, mate?
My f***ing lever's moved.
We met someone. So hello Kit, what's your name? Where'd you come from?
Kit from Jersey, but living in Essex.
Nice, Jersey's a nice place. He's come across no trails, no. Yeah, it's quite a small island. He's come across. Well, we're basically in the way because seats piled in and blocked the whole track. So now we're going to get moving. I'm going to film these boys going and this legend that I've just met, and maybe see a bit up the track. Clive's up there. Go say hello to Clive. You'll make his day. You'll make his day. See you in a bit, man. Hi! Well, that was fun. Why did you stop just there?
Jeff decided to stop his engine.
Right, I thought you did it intentionally. I thought you went, this will f*** him up.
You're right, it did.
Yeah. Hang on, mate, hang on. You'll wear yourself out, mate. Stop it. Just need a little lie down, did it? That horn just makes everything better, doesn't it?
It does, instant.
I knew I didn't get it on camera, but yeah, bang.
They sound lovely, don't they?
Say again?
They sound lovely, don't
Oh, they're great, mate, yeah. This terrain is where I have the most fun. This is my favourite. I definitely do 25 mile an hour as well at all times.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
At this point in the day we were somewhere near Corwin, I don't know exactly where, and as the big bikes bounced their way along this lovely technical trail it was getting toward food time. The riding around these parts had been incredible thus far. Wales never disappoints. But for a few of us, lunchtime sadly meant that this Adventure Spec weekend or FOMO festival, or whatever we're bloody calling it, was coming to an end. The final trail of the day then, and Greg was getting a bit leery in the puddles, which got my jersey dirty, and thus ensued a game of I'm going to splash you back, you little f***er. All that was left to do now was to descend off the hills and onto the A5, and with views like this, I think it's fair to say that none of us wanted this to finish.
god! I f***ing love Wales, I do! It's f***ing beautiful! It's f***ing beautiful, boy! I had a mixture of accents there, I don't know what was going on. I'm not going to look, I reckon that was Greg.
No!
Was it not?
It's Greg.
Mo. Well, that's rude.
Where did you put it?
I've been blaming myself all day. I don't see I did that. I was like, oh my.
Do you know what?
Because I have done that before, but I didn't think I did it.
Oh, okay.
I was like, no way could I have
he did it.
I would have noticed. I would have noticed. What? I'm like,
Greg was doing work on his bike, getting all his P's in a row, and thought he'd left a cable tie on the brake, been riding around with his brake on all weekend. Unbeknownst to him, that sneaky did and snuck in last night.
Let's put a cable tie on his bike.
I was there and I'd forgotten because he'd over whiskied me, but I just came back.
Right, that's some serious, like, coming back at you. No way, man. Cannot believe.
We're coming to the end. We need to finish this movie. I'm coming to the end, so I've got to get back. So it's lunchtime. We've had a lovely lunch here in Corwin on the A5. Just been called a part-timer in case the microphone didn't pick that up. But yeah, I've got to head back. These guys are going to go and do the Wayfarer and loads of riding, which I really want to do. I'll point the camera at you in a minute. I'm the director. I'm in charge. So yeah, some of us are split teaming. It's been a cracking weekend. The little bike versus big bike banter has been rife, and actually yesterday Clive said big bike legends is what he corrected it to, but he won't admit that on camera.
I think we've gone from being big bike to big bike legends.
We got up everywhere that the little bikes got up and had a lot more fun because they're all m***ers. So we're going to split team.
What else do you want?
I've got nothing else to say. I think the next shot I'll just film everyone leaving. So Greg just said, drawing a wheelie on my bike would be funny. It's a very, very neat wheelie. Wave again. Then wave. Wave. Greg, wave. You happy now?
It's the same pressure. You're terrible at this video making and editing.
Finally got rid of those little bike.
Those little bike dicks. Now we can ride at a normal speed.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to ditch this one as well.
Yeah. Let's just give it 5 minutes and then we'll go without them. Go and have some fun.
Whilst half the team, the ones without long commutes home, went to play on more trails, us other bunch departed on a road ride back to Pools. We had a couple of hours to burn and, although it was actually a fun ride, I was a bit jaded, so still needed to find ways to keep myself entertained as we went.
I said I'm enjoying this ride.
And there we go, people, that is it. A weekend of trail riding in Wales done. This mini adventure had well and truly highlighted to me that you can have an awesome riding trip while staying much closer to home, and I think we found the perfect recipe too. All you need is a good bunch of people to ride with, some good trails, somewhere to sleep and drink beer, and then you're guaranteed to have a good time. Oh, and obviously some big bikes.
I was mega impressed with the speed that was doing.
Yeah, I was as well.
I didn't expect to be going that quick on that drive home.
No.
Oh, it was on camera. It was. I thought my camera was off. They just caught me saying it on camera.
Oh,
little bikes
damn
are
it.
Wow. That did its job. Let's have a look then. Trip computer. 640 miles. Winner.
Ollie Moto.